Okay, I have not played Pathologic 2, but boy, have I ever played Pathologic 1. I probably played more Pathologic 1 than most people who've played any Pathologic. I did all of the Bachelor route, all of the Haruspex route, and even all of the Changeling route, even though the back half of the game was really unfinished. So I've been looking forward to Pathologic 2 finally. My thoughts on Pathologic 1 was that it's pretty brilliant. I get it. Like, the art was vibing with me towards the end. But the one thing that I didn't enjoy was that it was a mix of things that were miserable on purpose and things that were miserable not so much on purpose. And I'm a big like developer intent guy. It sounds like Pathologic 2 is a remake of the Haruspex route where it feels like everything is on purpose, which would be great for me. So I'm happy to have a miserable time here. I'm happy to have a deliberately miserable time. Let's go. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more than it recommends for people with different monitors. Difficulty level. Larva? I love the easiest one is medium difficulty. The trial is weakened but still present. This is not a story mode. Close to the intended level. For those who are not afraid of hardships, who could use a small handicap. Intended difficulty. Well, you get me with the word intended. Okay. Let me know once we start playing here if the audio balance is fine. It's hard to tell from the title screen a lot of the time. Tastic's probably fine. I know very little about this game other than that it's a remake of the Haruspex route. Okay, that should be fine. Play begins in the middle of things. Okay, so we're going to have a play again like the first one. Also, should go without saying, but because I played through the first one 3 times, I will be talking about spoilers that are revealed in the first game. I don't know how much of the first game is canonical. Okay, is this Mark?
A town of creepy children and masked freaks, all doomed.
Performance was a flop. You're unfit for the role. A curse production. This is our second attempt. Okay. So I was asking when people were talking about Pathologic at the beginning, like, why am I not just playing Pathologic 2 if it's a remake? It's already acknowledging the first video game. The first run was decent. It's not for you to judge. We gave it all we had. Bird will give you your final payment. You tired of those beakheads? They're trouble. I do like that we're acknowledging the first game and that we start on the stage. That's cool. Self-control highlights people who have something to say. It's The Bachelor.
Truth does not do as much good in the world as its counterfeits do evil.
I like how they still have them have their like little bark when you first talk to them. That was one of those things that felt like it was weird in the first game, but obviously it's on purpose now, right? Maybe it was on purpose the whole time. They don't trust me anymore. I wasn't even invited to the final council. Birds. Orderlies. Yes, he's talking about he wasn't invited to the final council of the first game, I think. It's the changeling.
I pity you, human. You're so good, but there's so little of you left.
So I think the audio might be a little too quiet. I'm going to try to crank it a bit here. Let me know as we go if it's still too quiet or if it's too loud. Did they tell you that? That's why people call them executors. Oh, I like the shadows. That's cool. I want to get paid when they're due in the cathedral. That's where the final choice will be made, yeah, like the first game. The authorities. Is that what we're calling the powers that be this time around? I don't know if time is already advancing. I'm getting a few little frame hiccups, so I might turn the graphics setting down 1 tick here. That should be fine. Should open your journal. We'll fix everything. The decision we made in the cathedral. Oh, it starts on day 12. That's interesting. Huh. I look pretty different there. Okay, stamina is a new bar. Chalk, used to draw lines. Tourniquet. Yas, tincture. Water bottle, morphine. Now I have Tetris inventory. Thoughts. Everything in people yet. Okay. And I don't think I can save scum anymore, which to me is great because one of the things I was really frustrated by in the Harspex ends with a semicolon. Okay. I was frustrated by the first game that it felt correct to quick save and save scum all the time. And so now if it's just auto saving all the time, then I just have to put up with whatever bad things happen, which sounds much better. We've already got the military here. I really like it starting on day 12. That's cool. They can tutorialize some stuff maybe. Actually gonna have to deal with getting burned alive if I have the infection now. Those are the guys with the Molotovs. Better at having scenes this time. Not super well optimized. Okay, I can maybe turn it down 1 more step if it becomes an issue. Is Aspity? They're alive? I think we're talking about the Inquisitor. Okay, so the insistence on playing through the first game makes substantially more sense now. Do I have a way to like quickly grab these, like shift click or something? Just instinctively searching through trash cans here. Maybe right click will do it. Maybe right click does it. I'm gonna go back to day 1, so none of this actually matters, but got plague clouds. This has been a really fun experience trying to remake this. Curious, I know they just announced Pathologic 3 as the Bachelor route. Kids playing a hopscotch in the middle of all this? Okay. So it feels like they're establishing a canon ending to Pathologic 1 for our new performance of the play here. The Bachelor complaining about not being invited by the powers that be. Well, not the powers that be, but Inquisitor. Commander Block.
Imagine a sphere. See it in your mind's eye. Now lay it out flat. Why is that so easy? When topology is so hard?
Decide the town's fate. What did you decide? Backwoodsman, self-taught doctor practicing barbaric traditional medicine. Day 12 is much worse in Pathologic 2 than it is in the first game. I know where to get the ingredient for my serum. We can produce it. Hey, what's up? What you doing here, bud? Okay, wouldn't be pathologic without some executors standing around you can't interact with, blocking you in this case.
Plans are worthless, but planning is priceless.
You aren't going to level the town, are you? I'm a doctor. 3 doctors operated in the town. I'm one of them. Told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors in the capital ready to administer it. That would have convinced me. We only had 12 days. It's not enough time. Here's Mark Immortal.
One got a nod, one got a wink. The third one gets the hint already.
Looks a lot less like Mark Hamill now. Not a second to first one. Let us imagine the last train has not yet left the station. Just don't be late. Okay, am I going to start by being like almost dead again? Okay. Actually, like, incredibly stressed out by the fact that I can't quick save constantly because I have so much muscle memory for doing that. Better for the game. How's the audio balance now, by the way? So I turned it up. Hello, traveler. How'd you get inside this coffin? You were the one in the coffin. This is great. Coffin is the best means of transportation in the world. It can get you to unimaginable places. Free rider. Creepy. It's a really great opening. Him crawling out of the coffin and then telling you you're in a coffin. Jumping costs stamina. My immunity's low. F to light the lamp. Okay. The lamp did not matter in Pathologic 1. It probably matters more in this one. I think it's a super cool decision to start you on day 12 and already cast everything as a second try, right? It both works as a sequel to Pathologic 1. Oh, wow. That's different. The Sacred Aurochs. Railroads are beautiful. What is that monster? Ahead or behind? Osterok. That looks way better. What is ahead then? The blood no longer flows in this artery. There's a clot. Right, because the town is like a bowl itself. Okay. Coming home, all I needed to avoid distraction. Follow the rails into the black cloud. Start with a match. Kind of like the silhouette they're giving the horror specs in the inventory there. Well, great start. Okay. How does that work? If I'm auto-saving. Hey, sir, how's it going? Want to share secrets? What are the stakes? Like they're telling you maybe don't walk into the plague clouds. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, let me step it down one more. I've got a pretty beefy computer, but if the game's not super optimized, then that would explain it. It still looks pretty good. Oh, hey, it's the foreman. Oh, creepy. Actor playing the foreman. Actually, turning it down didn't really change anything. We're just gonna have to deal with the frame rate being a little stuttery, y'all. Are they serious? That's so mean. That takes time, doesn't it? That's pretty funny. Fiverr. Yeah, I think because like I already sort of interpreted from the first game that like the Bachelor is mind, the Haruspex is body, and the Changeling is spirit, kind of. So having him be this like big hulking beast-like man is kind of a cool change. He's already described that way in the first game, but the character models don't really support it. On the yard. The new inventory system seems particularly mean as well. You guys are also the players. Okay, got it. Yep. Makes sense. Okay, looks like that's the abattoir. Is it one at a time now? It's one at a time now. Can be filled with water or blood. Okay. There is a sprint button now, but it uses stamina. Okay, that was the Bachelor yelling at the Changeling. Too late. Why'd you wake me up? This is a much more like directed opening, which I appreciate. So we got herb brides, worms, kin one. Do you have a good heart? Well, it's healthy. I feel like this opening is doing a much better job of saying everything that's about to happen to you is exactly what we want to happen to you, right? One of my kind of complaints with the first game is that I could see people bouncing off on it just because that first day just feels like it's badly designed. It doesn't feel like it's designed to do this to you. So even that like opening screen where it's like, pick your difficulty, and the easiest difficulty is medium. You're like, okay, I get what you're going for here. Is this gonna be a way to like tutorialize combat essentially? Q to raise fists. I'm wondering if it's the same combat style I learned last time. Break enemy blocks. Now I have stamina. Your stamina is low, attacks are weaker. Ouch. I don't think I need to do the little dancing thing anymore. I think I can just fight in melee range. Block maybe instead. Not all attacks can be blocked. Damage restored faster when you block in combat. Okay. So it wants me to block, which blocks my vision, which is smart. The longer I take, though, the less time I have to do other stuff with my day, I think is part of the problem here. Still fighting like Pathologic 1. Oh, it's tutorializing it? Okay. Gravely wounded, the opponent surrenders. Let us trade hearts. You have of mine. Exchange hearts. Good heart, rotten heart. I like this one so much better than the first one so far. Okay, it's teaching me the trading mechanic, I see. So I'm selecting this, and now we have a deal. Gotcha. It's not a real piece of bread, unfortunately. Are you relieved? So it's nice having played the first one because I can already see some of the little thematic stuff they're fitting in there, right? Like, we're riding the rails in a railroad like Fate always has a final destination, like the video game, right? Okay. Gotcha. Oh, that was spooky.
Dear son, Artem.
Time happening yet? Do I need to be stressed out yet? Life is in the water. Water in a barrel outside. Take a bottle from a cupboard. It all crumbles. Yeah, this isn't a really nice way to tutorialize the game. They've explained combat, trading, getting water.
I write to you after so many years apart, in the hopes that you may find a way to return.
Isidore.
Something worries me. I fear a difficult trial approaches. I hope that your studies have proven fruitful, and that you have achieved great skill as a surgeon. Such skill might be of use here. I remain the only physician in this town, but you know that I am growing old. I need an assistant.
I really like them moving to having the letters be red, since the letters are such like a core component of the basic gameplay. Infected blood, rusty scalpel. Normal. that's actual loot. Soap. After the intro, the game will no longer autosave. Find places to save manually. Interesting. Hey, it's me. This is like the opening of the original game for the horror specs. I wonder why they chose to adapt the horror specs first rather than the Bachelor. I guess you get a lot of truths in the horror specs playthrough. Okay, so I'm already dying. His hometown has changed beyond recognition. Immediately get a pocket watch. Okay, we're actually here now. I was summoned back to my hometown by a distressing letter from my father. I should hurry home. On the road, he'll face a difficult trial. Or did you write we? I don't remember. Now, are they going to immediately open with making me kill a kid again? Okay, exhaustion, hunger, thirst now. Shit, so water isn't just for trading with psychopaths? Okay, so the town looks pretty similar. Okay, hurry home. Definitely looks more like a bowl now. Or it's more obvious that it's supposed to be a bowl. I like the placement on the polyhedron. Grocery, pharmacy, clothes. Okay, a lot of the similar setup here. Now, originally I had to go talk to... It's like Bad Grief or the kid or something. Oh,
The worst is yet to come.
you hit hard for a hunchback. Benton Payne over here. Gameplay of the first game didn't make much sense for the Bachelor, who isn't a local who knows to trade and has no real reason to scavenge for trash. Oh, okay, so when they make Pathologic 3, they might actually make the game feel substantially different. Just like, that's a really cool idea. It's not just going to be another campaign. Hit him 3 times max. Send him running and let him run. You don't have to kill everyone who bothers you. Jeez. Okay. I can speak to people a few times in a row.
The cat's away. The mice will play.
You were an accident. So left control will confirm if someone has something new to say. That's actually kind of a cool solution to a big problem in games like this, where they expect you to talk to people over and over and you just end up getting the same dialogue repeated. You're nearly dead. Got a few minutes left. I'm here to announce your demise. Actually curious if the game originally just opened here and they added the extra stuff before this, because I really like that extra stuff. Are you with that crowd? I'm the Mask of Fate. What's my fate? It's not pretty. Bashed in the head several times. The locals' fists are heavy. One of those 4 stab wounds looks deep. Do you have any heart conditions? My heart's too soft. Dressing your wounds would be a good idea. Drugstore. The whole town will have it out for you. Nothing to do with the 3 poor souls you've just done in. Why do they hate me? Mine is teaching you how your body works. You don't die before you make it home. Okay. Oh, I don't have a weapon yet. None of them dropped one. Beacon Talon. Ooh, a skilled. You knew the victim less than you thought, but more than most. Investigator's privilege. Yeah, I like that they're setting up immediately that everyone's a liar. That was what was really cool about the Changeling playthrough, is it's the only time you can actually know things like for sure, because you can use your powers to kind of force people to tell you the truth. Old Isidore is the exemplar of a true doctor. Nothing's a threat to him anymore, trust me, maybe dishonor. Time is important. Be careful how you spend it, and beware you don't have much left. Less than 2 weeks, 12 days. Why are you wasting your time here? Your father's waiting. Okay. Care to elaborate on that, Monkey Man? Keep what you said in mind. Okay. 7:39. It's already 40 minutes I've wasted. We got thoughts. Okay, so these are essentially listing my side quests. Someone important was murdered. Simon, presumably. Isidore is my dad, and he's dead-so. So, we need to go. No. Sprinting burns your thirst meter? Fucking hell. Oh, this is so much meaner than an already very mean game. Is it like I'm permitted to sprint a little bit without it starting to burn thirst? Hey, Bucky, how you doing? Looks like it burns the candle at both ends. People immediately gonna start aggroing me here. Are you harassing this woman?
Duty.
Sabarov's people, okay, immediately established who the governor is. Okay, I think I'm going to very quickly learn that if I mess around talking to people unnecessarily... God, time is passing so fast. Is the thirst sprinting mechanic going to be more adequately explained later, or if not, I guess can chat just explain to me how it works? Is it that if you hold sprint for too long it starts to burn thirst, but you can tap it a little bit here and there? Prompter. Look for freaks that trade in trash. Oh man, free toast, free lockpick. I know I need it. Eating the toast increases my thirst. goes immediately. Left control to concentrate and find your bearings. Oh, that's pretty helpful. Now I gotta pick up garbage. It's like the main thing that I do. Oh, creepy. I really like the way they've changed the dog heads here, so they're obviously wearing a mask. Each has 2 eyes and 2 ears. Most have 1 nose and 1 mouth. If eyes and ears were switched, what would be right? Okay. Stop letting myself get distracted here. Thirst and stamina are a single coupled bar. The more thirst you have, the less max stamina you have for running. Okay, gotcha. Hey, it's our friend the Psycho, but he looks substantially less creepy now. Oh, but he needs more water. Okay. The hindquarters, no one cares about you. No rep meter this time, although maybe that'll get introduced later. Is time still paused in conversations? Okay, thanks. That was true in the first one, I just wanted to make sure. Take it from you if you pay me. Guess maybe I could have bought that if I had somehow gotten my hands on the money by this point. I'm the one dying of thirst. Indeed, see me act out your fate, dear fool. Help! Someone help! This thirst is soon to kill me. I'm not emotional like that. Thanks for the bottle, dude. I will take anything. I really don't know all the way what I'm in for. Truly honestly talking pet. Deal of the year. Oh, did you miss me play through all the first 3 routes of the first game, Dio? It's on YouTube if you're ever interested. Okay. I really like the no one cares about you text. That's a nice touch. So I can drink from it directly. Gotcha. And I feel like I'm gonna need it. Stamina system is extremely mean. Nice balance of joy and dread, yeah. Do we have more fences that can't get past and just have to memorize whether... Oh yeah, big time, okay. It's a really nice touch, like literally making the candle burn from both ends down there. Autopsy loot, they'll know. Did you do this? Do people scream things like that often around here? Okay, well, we don't want to autopsy in front of them. Probably end up getting myself into a fight. Okay, there we go. Hey, it's a worm. See a man run. Men are angry today. They kill the likes of you and I. You look like a murderer. Yeah, so far, I'm really appreciating how different this is from the first one, but also it still has a lot in common. It definitely felt like the first game was like too big for its britches. It's sticky.
Glimmering man walking around at night.
I fell down the stairs. Old Barack's son. Have you seen what the streets are like? Okay, I think he was one of my... I think my bound are mostly the kids. This is probably a bad sign. The governor ordered it. Dead? The clay wench, okay, that's the changeling. Men must not kill men, and so men do not kill men. Seemed like the game just saved. Sabarov's in charge now. The real ruler is Fat Vlad. They do. And the door's locked. Ruben is my father's student. Bad grief goads me to doing crazy stunts. Lara Ravel lies by the river. Okay. Let's try talking to Ruben first since he's the closest. Now, for my own sanity, is it understood how trash cans work in this game? Because in the first game, it seemed like they restocked at random points in the day. Did they move it to just they only restock once per day now? Trade. Cares about you. Oh, do I now have a reputation meter to think about? Needle, lemon. Some people value it. Okay, thanks. They definitely restocked more than once per day in the first one, but it was like really hard to tell exactly how it was working. Step Golem stole a woman's shape and started to kill. Yeah, they're blaming the changeling. You should be a foreman at the abattoir. Okay, I don't want to get caught in a part of town that I can't get through. Yo. You need some sleep. Okay, so they're each telling me about a different thing I have to do. Is there no bunkhouse for the needy homeless? A hero such as you won't be let in. Cool. Another free lockpick, I'll take it. Water bottles are reusable. Oh, that's cool. You mean you can drink from? I didn't even realize you could drink from them in the first game. I thought they were just a trading item. What was the? There was no thirst meter in the first game. Doesn't have any brains. It means his head is made of clay. Take it right to the cemetery. Candle stub. Peanuts are good, assuming that that hasn't changed. Need that to light oil lamps. Kids here would sell their souls for a handful. Okay, that seems to still be true then. I feel like I am expected to sprint frequently, right? Like the game is probably calibrated around the assumption that I'm sprinting all the time. And making up for it by drinking water frequently. Okay, he won't talk to me. Yes, I've got bad news. Someone sharing your features spilled blood. It became known. People want revenge. I had to draw a knife. I wasn't alone, but you were. We can feel the living weight. Interesting. Take you wherever you ask for a fingernail. Okay. Let's see. Where do I go now? They give you so much to do and no time to do it. Burglary 2. I think I'm dead tired, perhaps literally. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna have to sleep. Siskin. Stake is where the big bull gets killed. Okay, so kid's got dry fermented dairy product. That sounds gross. Fingernail. The ferryman requires payment before he'll let me on his boat. This odd coin will do. Interesting. Okay, but this kid doesn't want peanuts. It must be a different kid who wants that. But I can't afford it. Okay. Come back once I get some more trash. I like them enforcing the drinking. I think that's an interesting change. Somebody doesn't treat me like a villain. If you kill them, it's still bad. Everyone will hate you. Won't let you in, sell you food, or barter. You'll be hunted. Do you need a wolf's life? Okay, thank you. Let's see. Marbles. Children, give them names. Both safe and unsafe at the same time. Yeah. Guess I could trade for the safety pin. I don't know when it's going to come up, though. Coming up on Ruben. Oh, he's in a different place now, rather than in the warehouses. Bandage. Oh, the trade values are different for different characters. Oh. Ugh. Do I want to wait out to get a better deal? But I'm like bleeding out currently, right? Oh, it's actually not that bad. The start's not quite as brutal as Pathologic 1 with the horror specs, which is probably a good decision. You don't like immediately quit the game. Started with that awful tower. True. Tower crushes us. Try to speak a word against it, and as if an invisible blade slices your vocal cords. Did something to our kids. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Nothing to trade here. I gotta find a way into this house. I assume time's also paused on the map screen. Okay, I see. That's opening every time. I like that they immediately split your attention. This is a really good way of teaching you, like, this game is about how you're using your time and how you don't have enough of it. Okay, good to know. Thanks. They'll hide their eyes when they see me. No one cares about you. Picklock, they'll know. I do like that they'll know. That's very flavorful. Hey, it's the fucking Bachelor.
What do you call
Prickly
such
prick.
a man? A slave. You call him a slave.
Burrock. Is it true your actions have already resulted in 4 deaths? Are you a detective? Daniil Dankovsky, aka the worst. Hold your sense of duty.
Duty.
All Barocks are guarded by duty, guided by duty. Ruben is my friend. Your Ruben has murderous intents. He thinks you're to blame for your father's death. In Ruben's mind, you still caused your father's death. Okay, so they're keeping that. There's this kind of weird sense in the first game that, like, everything is happening for, like, weird metaphysical reasons. And it's not like, okay, there's a disease in town because, you know, disease is a thing that can spread physically. It's like, oh, there's a disease because the town is sinful. And I feel like both the horror specs and the Changeling playthrough, like, doubled down on that, whereas the Bachelor's like, no, it's just a physical phenomenon. Thought about that myself. He pronounced my name wrong again. The only decent doctor in town, but you're a competent surgeon. I need you alive, healthy, and quiet, close at hand. Wow, they're doing an incredible job of getting you to hate the Bachelor very quickly. Because it, like, the way that he sucks is kind of more subtle in the first game. I always sucked at this stupid language. I'll assume that was an apology. Okay. Oh, smoked fish. Fuck, jackpot. Save game. Okay. Whew. So we have preset save points, so I can't, I mean, I guess I can kind of save scum, but it's probably a bad idea just because of the time cost of having to load and then walk all the way back to wherever I was, and maybe things will have changed by the time I get there, I guess. Can't sleep in this bed. You're unwelcome here. Lives here, but he's rarely home. We say they'll know, we mean the bachelor will know. Is there no cost to saving directly? Like, it doesn't consume a resource or spend time or anything like that, it seems like. Oh, creepy kids. What's up? So what, is the asshole still in there? The one with the carpet bag? Watch your tongue, though I do agree with you. We got 0 Rubens left in stock. Almaduke and Wolfling were poisoned. I know that I can literally take every little side quest. Big, fat, dangerous, with bulgy eyes, a weird leg, a scary mug, and a stupid look on his face. Must be you. At least I know what I look like now. This game kind of rules, actually. Like, the first one, it was like, okay, if I squint, I can see the brilliance in it. I get it. Like, it's vibing with me, but it was, like, so painful to play the whole time. This one's not painful to play. Like, I'm sure it's still very hard and miserable, but it's pretty well paced so far here at the start. Caught a murderer, or was it the murderer? Now, does it give me both quests to say, hey, you have to pick one, you can't do both? I see. Interesting. I can still go talk to Lara. I'm probably going to need to do that, honestly, before I do much of anything else, just because I'm already pretty exhausted. But everything else is closer here and I save, so if I'm going to experiment, I guess now's the time to experiment. I can go ahead and eat this. Yeah. This feels much more like a actual game with something to say. I really liked, so I've watched the first part of the H-Bomber guy video essay. I stopped as soon as he brought up Pathologic 2. This is creepy. But he makes a point in there where he said, he quotes Zizek, right? Where Zizek says he expects that reality exists so we can speculate on it. So the joke is that Pathologic exists so we can speculate on it. It's not actually a game you're supposed to play. It's a game you're supposed to be broadly informed of the big brush strokes, and then you're supposed to talk about it. But I actually played it, goddammit, for 70 hours. You kissing the skull? Okay. Got the herb brides. I don't want to be... I want to be on the road wherever possible because the road has trash cans, and this game is about trash cans. I am Trash Can Batman. That's like my main thing. Okay. It's hard to choose. You're hated here. Oh, God. Better do something to increase my reputation. I see. So they didn't get rid of reputation. They made reputation a much better system that's area-based, it seems like. Thank you so much for giving it back. Today is not the day for commerce. Suspicious folk from out of town are outlawed. There's a shop that deals in stolen loot. Sit among the warehouse is trading with all sorts of no regard for reputation. Thanks, man. Well, I felt like if you played other video games, you kind of have this idea that, like, oh, I should be a good person and not, you know, I don't need to take things from people who are offering it. Somebody, I'm like, someone wants to give me bread? Yes, give me all your bread. I am not going to complain. Please, I desperately need it. It's so bad. I'm going the wrong way. Welcome to the machine. I do like that they have the Tetris inventory now, because now it seems like the game is kind of part of the trading game now is trying to get things that are dense, that take up less space in the inventory, but that trade for a lot with kids. Hey, default wife. Okay, those tomatins. Three for... That's not... Well, I don't know if tourniquets are strictly worse than bandages like they were in the first game. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Everyone hates me, I'll be hunted. Don't have the coin for this guy, but I know where to get one. $3,000. Wait for 2 days. So I'm kind of being like compelled to murder this guy to take the gun. Here and pick medicinal herbs. It's a kind river, but its water isn't for humans. You can't drink from it. You ought not walk into it either. Okay, so I have to pay for fast travel. I got a free one there. See about helping the local urchins here. We're in this building here, but I have to find a way in there. Okay, looks like there's an entrance on the other side. No trash cans in the warehouse district. Ugh. Thought that was water. Shit. Only rats live here. Doctor's here. Notkin's waiting for you. What kind of doctor are you? Oh, yeah, the dog head from the beginning. He killed Duke, Wolfling, and Alma. Notkin will punish him for that. Okay, another save point, but no save slots, right?
Half men, half boys. No more knives, no more toys.
Say you're no son to old Barack. He was a doctor, he saved lives. Said you kill instead, is that true? I may have killed, yes. Killing is not necessarily murder. Is it right to kill? We need to know what you believe. Old Barack wasn't just a doctor to us, he was a teacher. He knew how to live. It's right to kill somebody who preys on the weak and defenseless, to take revenge against those who deserve it. Yeah, we'll say that. Looks like it. You're free to go. Nerves, blood. Oh, that's an interesting way of categorizing the characters. Huh. It's bread. Can the milk actually go bad? Oh god. Learn my lesson. I'm not saying no. Thanks for the gift, kid. Lockpicking shivs. Locker locks. Oh, okay, the children are allowed to touch sharp objects, which is why they want those things. I see. So I did already pick up some of these things. Get some drugs and ammo, which I can maybe sell later, but I guess I can't sell right now. It costs 5, that costs 4. Uh-oh. Did I screw something up? I guess it didn't take up as much space as I thought it did. Okay. So this seems like it's sometimes different than the first game. This means my hunger is low, right? Which is a good thing. This red meter is full. That's bad. But the stamina meter drains in the opposite direction. Okay. Oh, wait. So, okay, yes. So a low amount of red is a good thing. A lot of gray is fine. Okay, sure. Hunger and thirst reminds me of childhood. Isn't there still, like... three poison patients? Are they supposed to be in a different warehouse than the one that I'm in? Makes it seem like it's marking here. Tried talking to everybody, but I didn't see anything else to do here. Oh, okay. I'll try to remember to hold control.
In toil to be troubled is to have your toil doubled.
Usually didn't have to talk to a character multiple times in the first one, but at least they have a button for it. I see no cat. Okay. Give him this leash. Understand what it means. Will you do this for us? Do I kill the kid or not? He is way out of town. Ugh. Alright, well, if I recall correctly, the way this worked in the first game was you could either get a big reputation boost or take an even more substantial reputation hit, depending on what you did here. But the trade-off was whether you got a bunch of other resources or not. I think I'm going to head up north and talk to Bad Grief and the Who Cares About Your Reputation shop. Does running affect my exhaustion at all, or are those completely separate meters in this game? I definitely got the sense that drinking water was supposed to be important in the first game, but I basically never did it. Okay. That's smart. Alright, so he will accept substantially more things for trade. Coffee beans immediately energize you. It's very unhealthy. Dude's mostly got food, which I'm doing okay on at the moment. Try to get money from him for things that are large in my inventory. Then again, I might need to drink this later. And it's hard to say what's worth money to merchants versus what's worth money to children. Remember this is here, and I'll remember what's in the inventory for next time. Whoops. What's going on with Bad Grief? He's got a save.
Neither above nor below the ground can heaven.
This game is making my graphics card scream. Artemy the artist, the Artemy who cuts arteries, maybe. good to see you too. They made all the characters look a lot more distinct from each other, which is nice. Not a keeper of stores, but stories. Stay away from Sabrov. The man's a hawk.
Feels like my stitches are popping.
Ruben's not home. Well, I appreciate the game has already taken the step to like have there be event flags. An issue with the first game is that like I think you were intended to do things in a certain order, but if you went to an NPC out of order, frequently you could just like advance the quest immediately and it wouldn't even acknowledge that you did something earlier. The fact that it acknowledged that I tried to find Ruben is kind of cool. I guess I could have come to him first. Since souls torn from limb to limb. They're all shapeshifters. Find anything in his belly he doesn't need, don't toss it, bring it to me. It might be useful. Okay. Oh. I really like having the actors. Oh, it's on the ground. Shit. Play a much more substantial role, it seems like. Okay, so probably need to make some space to fit this thing. Got the leash for later. Don't want to waste anything though. Hold on to my chestnuts. Broken ampule. This is a dead item, the carcass of an ampule of morphine. Okay. I guess I already had a scalpel, but I could sell that potentially. The first game I was able to store stuff, like in where I could sleep. Is there a storage solution in this one? I could understand if they didn't have one. If there is, I'll try to hoard stuff, because that was definitely the right strategy in the first game, but if there's not, I'll try to use it more quickly. Sorry, I have to keep checking this to make sure I don't screw this up. I saw this game said when I booted it in Steam, and said it should work great with my controller, but I was like, doubt. I don't believe you. And I googled it and there were people saying that it doesn't work great with a controller, but closed at the moment. Okay, so anytime you like loot an object, you can put stuff in that area and it doesn't despawn or get stolen or anything like that. And it'll remember that it's there for the whole game. That was basically how you stored stuff in the first game. It's just that there were a couple that were in reasonable locations that you could revisit often. Alright, am I killing this kid? Some of this looks very similar to the first game. I wonder if they still used it as like a base or something. There he is.
The worst is yet to come.
Okay. Thanks for helping me back there. Who are you, kid? Are you the one who poisoned the dogs? Hold this leash for a second, will you? Some things aren't bound to happen. Will this vision highlight pickable herbs for me? They already hinted to me that I could do it, but I wasn't sure if I need to like just walk around and look for ones that look different. It won't. Okay. That looks like one, but maybe not. I think this stamina system is really mean. Like, you play Pathologic 1 and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this game doesn't have a sprint button. What the fuck? And you play this, you're like, oh god, no, this game has a sprint button. That's horrible. Like, oh, you guys wanted a sprint button? Fine. We gave you one. It makes it harder. Don't or only rarely spawn on day one. Okay. Makes sense. Oh god, jumping is brutal on stamina. They make this annoying so I could drop down from one direction but not get up the other way. Oh man. Golly gee willikers. Yes, trash can. Love to see it. Going for the record on number of times I've checked the map, don't worry. Oh, that is water, okay. This is the building I want? Okay, I see it now.
How do I get my leg mended?
Grant you this leash. Means you're always welcome here. You even get your own half one day. What'd you do to the boy? Took a trip underground, deep. Digging wells is forbidden in the town. Stop trying to fool me. I feel like this game seems to try to like front load a lot of the interesting lore about the town. You really have to dig for some of this stuff in the first game. Better than nothing. Okay, so this is another mechanics question. This just looks like any other item. Does it actually care? Like, when it said, this will show that you're trusted with us. It doesn't care about me actually keeping this, right? This is just a tradable that I can get rid of. That's just like some flavor text to say that they'll talk to me in future quests, basically.
When the cat's away, the mice will play.
You okay? Something seems off. Okay. Just making sure my intuition for that was correct. Thank you.
Nobody ever did give me a pony after all.
Did you see me get off the train? What is there about you to love? Nothing. Well, so much for that. Fuck. Bones, nerves, and blood. Interesting. Bring a scalpel. So I guess I missed the opportunity to do the poisoned patients. If something's grayed out, it means it's not doable anymore. That's the some things aren't bound to happen. Okay. I couldn't find where it was trying to tell me to do that. I don't know if it's because I picked like the trial instead of helping the kids, basically. I think I see. Okay. But I didn't know where the kids were. Home sweet home, welcome me with its knives honed. I thought this was a good game of like the feeling like it's written in verse. 3,000. I could go do the grief thing. I could try to talk to Lara. I'm worried people are going to be trying to kill me in the streets. They made it sound like I was going to get a slight reputation increase from Murky, but then Murky was not very helpful. Gonna need stamina to run from people, aren't I? I think I was able to completely undercut the, oh shit. Trying to decide how I want to handle this. This is a big problem that I need to, like, fix now, you know? Lost my train of thought there. The first game, like, I got the sense that on day one you were supposed to be almost dying and with terrible reputation, but you're able to fix it really fast by just doing a quick quest and then fighting some bandits. So if they're trying to enforce the you being hated thing, looking forward to that. Gotta stay out of sight of people who are just gonna come kick my ass. Hated presumably means I can't trade. Do kids care if I'm hated? Write that yourself. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Step has gotten into you. Who breathes air in the fall dies before he sees it all. It's like the kids know about the pandemic. Costs 10. Can't afford to trade it. Would be a good deal if I could, though. Alright, let's fucking go. This only wants needles. Not a good deal, though, for me. Guess where all the waste gets dumped. Six. Okay, he does like the beetle. He likes the beetle a lot. You need one of those. It's my second one. Okay. Be careful trading the needles in case there's still a little girl who sells schmouters. Hey, things that stack. You love to see it.
These palms are cold.
Try not to talk to or mess with adults at all. I really like the choice of putting Lara's house so far into civilization. So you really have to risk where everyone hates you to get there. So since drinking water is more important in this one, the reason y'all pointed out bottles are reusable is that I can still, like, primarily be collecting them with the intent of trading them, but I can use them to recover my stamina on the road, basically, as long as I can get to another water barrel to refill them, right? That's kind of cool. So you can still get some usage out of them. Imagine this game adding the water being much more important is... Oh, you can only stack those up to 10. Fuck. Shit. I don't know if that's going to stay on the ground. Any way I can... Oh, my hunger is climbing like crazy. I assume this heals a substantial amount. I don't want to overdo it, you know? Lemon boosts immunity. This is killing me on space. Okay. Perfect, actually. Exactly. Bagreave warned me not to talk to Saburov, but he could be completely full of shit. Like, who knows, right? Possible talking to him ruins my day. It's possible talking to him is, like, mandatory for progress. Hey, you want some sharp things, kid? Oh my god, Jesus. Beats unemployment. I like the idea that, like, the Bachelor is supposed to be shocked by everything everybody says. And I was like, what? You believe that? And Barack's just like, yeah, whatever. Of course. Sure. Okay, so he just wants nuts. Soap does stack. Can only get him up to 6, and that costs 7. God damn it. Yeah, I guess what you were saying about them adapting it specifically as the Haruspex playthrough because of the garbatrage thing is interesting.
Come back.
Crap. Because his bound are supposed to be the children anyway, so him being the one who trades with people makes a lot more sense. How much damage did I take? Getting hit in the first game is, like, so bad. You pretty much have to reload when it happens. Oh god. Time is not paused while I'm looking at a fucking trash can. Lesson learned. Helps my max so it doesn't give me immediate stamina. Okay. It seems kind of creepy, Lara. I'm not gonna save.
They lived happily ever after, and horribly ever before.
In 5 years since I left. You smell like blood. It's nothing. See you, Raker. Sleep well. Claims some woman killed him. A huge man in bloody clothes like you. Eat something, get some sleep. Figure out the rest. Okay. Hopefully there's something I can store here. A little nervous about being in danger in this area, but what are you gonna do? I need to keep a lockpick on me. The fact that that costs time is fucking brutal. So you said I can sleep here, but I don't see a bed anywhere? Question mark. Oh, an actual knife. Okay. Okay. Can I equip that? Gotcha. Probably still need the scalpel. I guess I should store the extra scalpel here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Whoa. Creepy. I like that. It's kind of like surreal to have the back door just open to that. Okay, so I can sleep on the couch. Gotcha. I probably need to, but I also don't want to waste the day. My reputation is just toast pretty much no matter what.
Loving thy neighbor is a gift. Hatred is hard work.
No bread, no salt. Go on a walk, test the waters. Learn something about area, make them see they might be hunting the wrong person. She's done. Let's also deposit my extra scalpel in here. Did you that my storage locations are also have a limited inventory space? That's a quick shut-eye here. Whoa. My name was Jacob Stirk. Worked in shipping. Oh, these are the people I murdered at the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, I like the actors. I'm sorry. Cool. Only I could fix it. There's a man who wanted to fix everything. He begged on bended knee for a chance to turn back time. When he got it, history repeated itself. Don't load your save, is what the executor is saying. He who denies fate will be punished. He'll keep living as a cripple, lame, wounded. See where I'm going with this? Interesting. I need empty bottles, I see. The story of Oedipus. Yes, he can talk to me about a real world story because he exists outside the story. That's cool. I like that a lot.
My heart beats uneven.
Knife in the kitchen. Okay, good way to tutorialize. Knife. Go ahead and save. No, I was planning to save scum. Oh, it's a changeling.
Why are you looking at me like that? I don't bite.
And can I idea where she keeps bread? The shelves are empty. Now, is this the changeling or the evil twin sister? Do you believe in divination? Can you see my future? The less you do, the less grief you'll bring to those around you. Abandon your schemes. I'll handle it on my own. It'll be glorious. You'll see. Chin music. Whenever you want to do something, don't. You'll just make it worse. You'll be the demise of your hometown. You'll drown it with blood. I don't think I was able to get in this room to search that before. Changeling is nerves. Bones. This game is like exponentially better than the first one. I get that it's essentially a remake, but holy crap, it's like, talk about a glow up, right? Wow.
Was it a month ago? I don't remember.
Okay.
Shall I sing a song for you?
What'd you do? Shine and backbone, you'll be safer. I really like this idea that I think that splitting reputation into different neighborhoods is fucking genius. And it's really genius for the horror specs playthrough. I'm actually curious if that, because I feel like that's something on their design space table for when they do Pathologic 3 with the Bachelor, they could go back to just having town-wide reputation. But here it like really matters whether it's the specific locals who like you or not. I think that's cool. Yeah, this makes me really excited to see what they do with Pathologic 3, because what they choose to make mechanics for and what they choose to abstract feels a lot more deliberate this time around. Five years, not 6. Closer this time, though. Thank you for everything. Okay. Still shows us bones. Inhabitants of the nearby districts won't attack me anymore. Okay, that was pretty good. Wonder if like doing this autopsy is gonna require me to sacrifice a little bit. I think it's gonna require me to do it where people can see. I see a summary of how no one cares about you. You're hated. No one cares. You're hated. You're hated. But all these places have trash cans. Precious trash cans. Fuck. Okay. So this section, the flank, the backbone, and the chine are all relatively safe. And I guess that makes the boatman important. So I can travel places without having to go through areas where people want to kill me. All right. Actually really curious if I'm still able to be Batman at night for reputation. Okay. Go ahead and use that, actually. He barely does anything, Jesus. Mean game, mean game. What's up? You're an herb bride. I really like the way they changed the herb brides. They look more like creepy and supernatural. Creepy. Okay, let's be really careful not to leave this district and try to find as many trash cans as I can. High priority. Gloves, shoes. Oh, equipment might actually matter in this game. It totally didn't in the first one. I'm trying to decide if it's worth bothering with. Get these for trading. Get rid of the scalpel and go get the one back from the house that I left behind a second ago. I guess guns might also be useful. There was so much about the, like, way that... Wait, did I fuck that up? I misunderstood something. I think I gave her too much money? No, it gave me the money. Okay. Making sure I didn't, like, overtrade or something. I was saying something a second ago, but I lost my train of thought. Go get that scalpel back. Do that here in a second. I do like the kids seem to congregate around playgrounds now instead of just walking everywhere. Fingernail. Scrap name. When someone's done with their name, they discard it. That's so... Really like the way this is written. All right, well, that takes up space, so I can get rid of it, which would be nice. Oh, yeah, I was going to say that in the first game, I really got a handle on, like, what stuff was pointless that I could just trade for drugs and food. Like, guns were never useful. They were pointless because of the way the combat worked. And clothing didn't really practically help you with the plague at all, so it was also useless. 4 and 2. I think the problem is that once I get a fingernail, that's all it is it's a fingernail for boat travel. It's not something I can then trade again for something like food or drugs. So I should be careful with those. It is a nice stacking value store. Let's see what the other kids have before I make a choice here. Raisins. Safety pins. Seems like a crazy trade. Smoked meat thimble. Useless in a town that forbids sharp objects. Morphine, smoked fish. Means 10. Okay, cool. Smoked fish is 7. Broken scissors I can probably trade with the kids who want sharp objects. You poor thing, we still think you're good. Alright, so that's 3. Egg is 5. Take a delicious egg, thank you. Eggs stack, which is fantastic. Try to get all the annoying shit over there. Hop back over to Lara Rovels really quick. But although this game is exponentially better than the first one, it still feels very familiar. Like, you still just kind of walk up to people and their face immediately pops up, right? There's no, like, introductory dialogue for rando NPCs around town or anything. 4, 6. Is chalk only a trading good, or... Because it says it can be used to draw lines, but I'm assuming that that's not actually something that you can do as the player. It's just flavor text. No, it was the one in this room, wasn't it? Okay, that freaked me out for a second. Get the scalpel to trade it. Maybe you can trade the pocket watch with one of those kids outside, too. They said I could trade the leash as well. Okay. Any, like... Curious if it mirrors the pattern in the first game where things are relatively cheap in the shops on day 1 and then they explode in price on day 2. If I should just try to buy and stockpile as much as I can because of my foreknowledge. Chalk. Grindstone. Probably should have taken the chalk because it stacks, but whatever, it's fine. Do you still have a name? I really like the idea of the thrown away names being like a tradable good, especially with all the like actual nameless NPCs. Faces and names are only fiction. Oh, it gave me names. That's cool. Okay, well I have to find stuff to trade so I can pick that back up. Chalk, community boosters. Crap. Nobody here can trade with me. Ugh. How much does she take for fingernails? Oh, okay, they actually do have a trade value. That's better than I was expecting. Try dumping this. Oh, brutal. Don't really have the items there. Can I get it by moving stuff, maybe? I think it was 2x1. That's a reward just from talking to people, which wasn't really a thing before. You generally did not get anything for just talking to the randos around town. Only from trading, it felt like. Alright, check the food shop. Get as much in today as I can. Alright, what will you accept, sir? That actually sells for more than I was expecting. The little watch you tried to sell the kids in the previous game. Hunger's getting back up there. Try to go do the Bad Grief quest. I think I am hated in that district, but I can do it over in the corner. And then in the meantime, I'm just going to look for trash cans wherever I can. Creepy noises. Everybody loves that. So we know fingernails do trade for things. Oh, that's a good deal for morphine. Precious egg, which does stack. It gets me some space, which is nice. So I'm gonna have to learn what the economy is. Whoa, creepy. Who are you? Barely any cover left. Oh, I see. Yeah, I feel like the herb bribes in the first one definitely serve a purpose. It's not like gratuitous nudity. Great. Oh, did I drop it again? Fuck. God damn it. This is... Much of this game is going to be playing inventory Tetris. Costs precious time to do as well. Okay, he doesn't really have anything for trade. Trade him a scrap name. It costs 4. That goes for 3, but I can't make change with you, kid. Sorry. Alright, she has good deals, and try to keep that in mind. Ooh, watch. Okay, 7 for a watch, 7 for a fish. And that stacks, so I think that's just win-win for me. I think I shouldn't have traded the immunity boosters for the thing I traded them for. I think I took a big L there, but I have to play the game to learn those things. Hazelnuts, if I could only afford to give him something for it. Marbles, kids probably like that. That guy to come stab me immediately, you know? I had to go the long way around. No one cares about you. Ugh, I need things that stack, game. Come on. Why you gotta do me like this? So the guards like lockpicks, and that's basically it. 3 for 3, maybe? I don't really have the inventory shape to fit that, although maybe I can make it. Oh, spring only takes up 1 slot. Okay, I thought it was 2. All right, let's see. An actual good scalpel, maybe. This thing sells for shit in comparison. Shame it's so shoddy. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be good in this game though, and I have such little money. Stuff doesn't really trade well. Ammo probably does. Morphine isn't as good as I was thinking it was going to be. Hate getting empty trash cans. It's so brutal. Oh. Potential jackpot? Alright, soap. Needles are good because of the way they stack. I am stacking soap, which is nice, but that would be over trading. This has got to be interesting for someone to play who didn't play Pathologic 1. I assume it's laid out so that you have a really bad time on day 2 if you don't prepare for it at all. I'm like kind of able to prepare for it. But this game could also be structured super differently and I'm gonna get screwed, you know? Really no way for me to know. It's a ferryman. Feel a little bit less anxious with my inventory at the moment, so that's good. Oh, the computer is so warm because of the graphics card, like, blaring that Ben is sleeping on top of the computer, which I'm sure isn't helping the graphics card being warm problem, but it's fine. He likes the warm computer. Alright, this could be a disaster. Don't see anybody in the immediate vicinity when I load in here. Okay, so that's why you've got... I really like the idea of the ferryman. That's an incredible idea for new design space that I hadn't considered before. It's a nice way to combo with the reputation concept. 2 for a bar of soap. 5, so 7. I can't make 7. Oh, is the guy already dead, or am I going to have to kill him? We're about to find out. Surgery. A doctor from Bad Grief. Tell me what happened. Alcohol or powders. Kill the pain. And Artemis is awful to them. Slaughtered a living woman? Okay, they are. That's why he doesn't like them. Like that he's explicitly still alive here while I do this. Oh, man. Maybe it'll work if it's just in my inventory. Scalpel damage high. Okay, so getting a higher quality scalpel is potentially worth doing. Chance to damage organ high, low, average. It's a lockpick. Hooray! Hey, I can hear him breathing now. All normal. What is the splinter? He'll live unless he dies. Okay, let me see. Lockpicks don't stack in this one. Fuck. Don't really have any way to make room here. I could eat some food. And then I can maybe try shuffling stuff around. 2 smoked fish is probably overkill, though. Let's see. It's like slight overkill. Slight overkill is insane overkill in a game like this, though. Let me go ahead and put one here. I'll loot this. I'll remember that it's there in case I have to come back to it later. Let me start a future Marstead text file like right now, because I'm gonna have to keep track of where I store all my garbage. Okay. Oh, really? They only stacked for the changeling? That's weird because she couldn't have weapons anyway, so it seemed like it was not needed. Future Marstead, new text file, Pathologic 2. Okay. There's a lockpick stored in a cabinet in the back room of a house in, where is this? Northwest Tanners, near River Bridge. Okay. I'll see if I can just come back and get it here in a second. Whoa, what's up, bud? You secured all you need to survive? Say I should burgle this place? You're like my inner voice, huh? And it's my not my conscience speaking. If you didn't already rob the place, you should do it now. I do think that's part of the beauty of the first game too, is this idea of like the way systemic pressures affect your behavior, right? Like if you are broke and you need to survive, there are things you just kind of have to do. You go stave off exhaustion again. This War of Mine does a pretty good job with that. Papers, Please does a good job with that. There's a lot of games that have that as a core subject. Oh, I only get one chance to loot it. Well then, fuck. Still hate it here, so I think I need to make a priority of not walking around with a full inventory. I think walking around with a full inventory is a death sentence. So, let me go back and store stuff at Laura's house and take a quick nap. What else do I have to do today? J. Go back to Bad Grief. Try to do that. And I like kind of the interaction that the areas outside of town are safer because of the split reputation system. But there's no trash cans there, and not constantly getting trash cans is kind of bad. So 7. Can't make change, kid. Sorry. It's especially mean with that house, so I guess I had to pick all the locks on the doors to loot it more thoroughly. That's 7. Yeah, can't make change. I think these are the same kids from before. I don't think that they changed their spawns. That was a weird thing in Pathologic 1, is you kind of had to depend on characters just spawning in at a distance and being able to tell if they were a new entity or not. I like that choosing to save my game is now like a new thing that I have to spend time on. If I have to go back to Lara's house and I'm going past a bunch of trash cans that I already looted, like, is this even worth doing? I think it is to deposit items, since we've learned how bad it is to get stuck with my pants down and not have space for new items. Okay, 6. And get there. This is the psycho guy. I think it's always 4 for 1 bandage. Okay. I need to use some of these. They're worth a lot in trading, but hopefully there's not an event that like directly penalizes my health or something. What time is it? My God, it's so late in the day. Time is like blasting past, Jesus. Okay, I need to have the scalpel on me, but hopefully I get a better scalpel. Hate that I have to, like, the time passes while I'm standing here. Think about things that stack.
Just stay away from me this time of year. Come to think of it, keep your hands off anything here.
So we'll do like 2 hours. Get another spooky dream. Oh, it's the rat prophet. Life is a dream. Is my hint clear? Don't be surprised if you wake up and find every train has left the station. Okay, you're losing quests while you're sleeping. Whoa, that was cool. Like that. I like the impossible staircase here too. Yeah, I like that this game weaves tutorial in with like Creepy lore stuff. Oh, it was just giving me a warning in case I didn't actually want to sleep for that long, is basically what that was. Okay. Gotcha. Sleeping seems like it's moderately forgiving. Okay. So, if I want to get back to bad grief, I basically have to go through an area where I'm hated. Pretty much just the gut. All right, we'll give it a shot here. We'll see if I can do any sort of like vigilante stuff in this game for reputation. Staring at a wall, kid? Is that the new hot thing to do? Kind of a weird choice, but okay. Okay, so she only takes 3 for that, which feels like it's highway robbery for what you can get for it elsewhere. Try to remember that. So she likes soap. Okay, so I need to start making notes of this. Blonde adult likes soap. Okay. 8. Let's do that for the meat. That seems good. One, 5 for a beetle. Unknown useful items. Oh, that seems like a trap. Take another fingernail. Fingernail is a really cool concept for a mechanic. Like the ability to escape danger by taking a boat somewhere. And I assume that that also consumes less time to take the boat versus walking. But it's a currency that has limited utility outside of that, I guess. I expect there to be a day where all the, like, wells get shut off or something, or only some of them work. Good design space. Definitely gonna get infected this time around. I guess it is still possible for me to technically turn back time. Okay, needles. Let's see. Redhead kid with cap. Needles trade for 2. Seems like the fingernails aren't completely useless. I don't know if the thimble's worth it, really. Okay. We gotta kind of look it through this place. No one cares about you. Oh, lovely. Well, that's good. Fucking dream. I guess this is what they were talking about when they said, that she told the women and they would spread the word that I didn't, do anything. That it would take a while for the word to get out. Cool. Two for fishing hooks is probably a better trade. 3. Nope, can't make change, kid. Master says you're doing well. He said, within each hour, fewer and fewer people think he's the murderer. Your master? Big Vlad. Okay. I can go out safely. Like this is where Big Vlad's house is in the first game. Oh, he looks good.
The girl is all right. But, the boy's unbearable.
Decent person with a real spine. Oos Vlad. Honored. It's fine, I expected this. That would be useful, can you really? The house is big, plenty of space. If you need anything, call the servants. Okay. Bones. Nerves. Now I can sleep on the couch. Okay, nice. Presumably I can store stuff here, but this is probably a better place to make my base if I can move stuff from Lara's house because it's more in the center of town. But I guess that's less true now. I really think that that district-specific reputation system is fucking brilliant. Like, it really addresses a problem with the first game where, like, you could tell what they were going for, but it didn't really apply in practice. Now it applies in practice. And for her, they'll know if I autopsy. Gotta do that in privacy. I have change for that kid. I do like that substantially more people trade with you in this one. The first one, it was basically just kids and then the water psycho. Okay, I'll do this one more time, but then I have to start conserving bottles for reasons. Oh, is this the famous park? They're not full of trash cans this time. It's mostly just stacked with garbage now. Okay. Day's stressful enough and there's no fucking plague clouds everywhere. It might just be once per day that stuff restocks, so I still want to check. It doesn't take me far out of my way.
The wench has us all over a barrel. Nothing to be done about it now.
Nope, I patched them back together. Don't give them to the kids, even if they offer bullets. Okay. Knife, lockpick. Oh, they refer to the lockpicks as shivs. I can cut someone with it. Either way, it breaks after a couple uses. Interesting. I love how the revolver, like, ammo sells for basically nothing. Take some needles. Get it out of my inventory. Okay. Sure. Would very much like possible to get a better scalpel. The lines. Bar, I have a business. Okay, so he wants organs. Did I screw something up there? Hold on. Can't tell if that was on purpose or not. Oh, it does give you multiple saves. I thought there was only one save slot in the whole game, so every time I was saving, I was like risking soft locking my account or soft locking my game.
Lose an hour.
Try not to do that too much, but that was a misunderstanding. Okay. I guess he still says I'm not a Menku and refuses to trade with me even if I select that. So I don't know if I can do anything differently there. Doesn't seem like it's supposed to be a choice. You can't be everywhere. You can't save everyone. Love it.
This month's train was loaded. Top shelf products.
Okay. How is it better? Okay, I guess he gives me a map, so it wasn't actually an error. When he said forget it, it was just flavor. Bar the Scarface buys organs. Okay, I understand now. And so here, if I want to get organs, I basically have to do it outside of town. If I go seeing the bizarre creature, could try to go get the bull. Done with everything important for today. I'm free to rest until tomorrow or explore the town at night. Its face changes. Broken step taboo. I've cut a body open. That does not provide the best working environment for a surgeon. Okay. You can't let people see you, I guess. Yeah, I'll try to buy the bull. I'm guessing that's not gonna help unless if it could later be a source of the ingredient I need to make panacea, which would be interesting if you have to like pay for it on day one when it doesn't have an apparent use. Very interesting to me that not a lot has to change about the format of this game for it to be kind of fun. I'm actually having a good time with this right now. Like, it's stressful, and like the core thing they're wanting you to do is walk around and talk to people and rifle through trash cans, but it's not just like totally without like intellectual stimulation for the vast majority of it, right? Like Pathologic 1 is a very smart game, and it does ask you to engage with it earnestly as a piece of art, but the problem is that 95% of the time is spent walking with nothing to do or think about. And then there's conversations that are really, really good and quests that are really, really good. But I feel like this is achieving a good balance where it's still kind of like walking places, but the fact that you're already given so many different tasks to focus on at once makes it pretty tricky. And over the bowl. Okay. Let's end up seeing if that was a giant mistake. Going up this way. I feel like they designed the part where your reputation is rapidly dropping and people start attacking you in town. I don't know if they timed that perfectly for someone who's played Pathologic 1 before, but it was like I just was having to start to deal with it as soon as I got to Lara's house, and I had to dodge getting attacked a couple times. It felt great. Officially nighttime now. I guess fun isn't the right word. This game isn't fun to play, but it's like intellectually stimulating to play. Just the moment-to-moment gameplay is now, even though it's spiritually very similar to the first one. Okay, and get rid of this guy. 8. 6. I feel like giving this kid needles is kind of a waste. I want to see what's in a package, though. Like, we can end up regretting this, aren't I? Oh, that was actually pretty fucking good. I think that was better value than the things I traded, probably. Okay. Now I'm gonna die. Order is a sacred tradition. It's not about objects at all, don't you? There is no fate. We make our own lives. Incorrect, Barack. Okay. Did that affect my reputation, that conversation? Assume the shop's closed now. Maybe not. I still don't know what's particularly good to trade in shops, right? They seem to, I don't know if they like intentionally made the economy more balanced. It felt like the idea was that kids would give you stuff that was really valuable in shops, and shops would sell you stuff that was really useless in shops, but really valuable to trade with kids. There was kind of an interaction there. Well, shit, that's bad. They only really hint at stuff like this in the first game. They talk about people going after the changeling and like murdering people, but you don't see it. Okay, hunger's getting up there. Should try to find more food today if I can. It's kind of fucked up. Could she have been a person? Clay doesn't scream. What have you done? Already burning when we came here. We tried to save her but failed. Okay, they're literally just lying to me. I guess I could, like, fight them, right? But I don't know if I would be fighting them with impunity, and there's like 6 of them, so... chance of me succeeding is very low. Oh, this is to keep me from leaving the same way. It's funny that jumping is so, like, penalizing. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to Big Vlad's house and save, because I have no idea what nighttime combat is like in this game. And I wouldn't want to lose some of the progress I just made. And then I'll be okay with reloading if I have a really bad combat encounter. Obviously, I'm gonna try to avoid it if I can. 6, 3, I guess I can 6 for a fingernail, but... maybe it's a matter of, like, the medicine trades for crap because it's day 1, so if I stockpile it today, it'll trade for more later. I'm also curious if I get better trade deals for higher reputation, because that was the thing that I assumed was going to be the case in Pathologic 1, and it wasn't. Reputation was pretty much just a binary, are people trying to kill you feature. There was no, like, gradient aspect to it at all. Okay, can't trade with him anymore. He looks substantially more normal now. The water for bandages guy. Doesn't look like a murderous psycho. Thought there was water around here-ish, maybe not. Bullets for... oh, okay. Blonde kid. Blonde kid wants a spare name. Got it. Good, good, good. There's some water. Alright, nice. Dude's got nothing to trade. Alright, save. And then I'm gonna look around. Guess I'm just glad quick saving has been removed. I guess I could still try to cheese getting infected by just loading when it happens, but it's a much more substantial choice this time since I have to go so far back. Alright, little girl doesn't like beetles, but that makes sense. He kinda likes beetles. This girl, like... ooh, okay. Needle for 3. I think that's the best one I've seen. So, black pigtails, girl, trades needles for 3. Seems like a good deal. See if I can find a bandit if they still exist. They might not. Maybe banditry gets more severe later on. Try to hit up as many trash cans as I can before I go to sleep. Since that's one of the few sources of like truly free value. This is going to be the equivalent of a teensy, maybe. I do like that they have kids actually playing in sandboxes in this one. And that the whole thing is kids playing in a sandbox. Kids are still out at nighttime, which is interesting. This is our actual arc. Okay, good. Try to come there every day if I can get away with it, because there's so much to loot. Yeah, exactly. Blonde kid. Guess if I'm reading it right, someone trades 1 for something they don't really care about. 2 is an okay trade, and then 3 is an amazing trade for the basic garbage items. What kind of shop is this? Pharmacy? Drugs might be more important in this one. Morphine for 6. Okay. The blonde girl. Little girl. Chalk plus marbles. Rep in the marrow just went up. I guess just because I'm... Oh, that's fucking interesting. You gain rep from trading? I mean, that makes sense, but it's not how it worked in the first game. I like that. Especially given how, like, crucial that is to, like, the core gameplay. Just the theater or mime performance. It made him way creepier.
We're not puppets. A puppet is of value, at least to the puppeteer.
Same play over and over again. It's getting on my nerves. It's about death, hot on its trail, so to speak. Already tried to stage this study once, but it didn't work out. The acting was bad. No one understood what they were playing. I love that they made that a double entendre, right? Because if you haven't played Pathologic 1 and you read that, it's like, oh, the actors didn't understand the characters they were playing. But then he's still saying, like, they were playing the people in the town? Full authenticity. I really like that people didn't get it last time. We have to play outside into the streets. Audience doesn't know they're in a play. The actors that they're being watched. This is fucking good. Intricate. Not making this one for the audience, but for the actors themselves. Their inner world is the stage, their worldview. You're here for an audition, aren't you? I'm not an actor. From what I can tell, I'm one of the people your actors will play, a person directly involved in the events. Yeah, but I'm playing you, Brock. Mark Immortel. It seems like they're handling the bound concept a little bit differently here. I do kind of like that, and it makes me wonder, because my hypothesis, or one of my theses on Pathologic 1 is that the 3 different healers were mind, body, and spirit. And the idea, maybe when we see the next game and you play as the Bachelor, it's not going to be presented as bones, nerves, and blood. That's specific to the way Barak sees the townspeople, right? But I think that definitely backs up my idea. I think that's cool. Obviously, I think there's a lot of valid interpretations and no, like, correct one, but... Like how day 1 doesn't bring me to the Utopians area, like, at all, basically. Well, yeah, I need those bottles. Only have this 1 blood. I could try to sell it. I am still hoping to get into a fight here. Okay. Fingernail for coffee, but it would be a bad trade for me. Alright, so did I already say that the blonde kid with beanie wants broken scissors? It's a pretty good deal. That's 4 and 7. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna need that for tomorrow. If not for today, I might already be, like, near starving. She was good with needles, but I don't have enough to trade effectively there. So I should probably try to have some empty bottles for blood and stuff, but I guess I can always drink something. Fingernails 5 from her. Raisins are trash. Okay, so I think the way I need to focus, the way I'm currently, like, orienting my trade system is kind of stupid. I think what I have to do is I have to go in my text file and make a list of all the items I have, and then keep a running total of the character who pays the most for that item, rather than trying to do it on a character-by-character basis, do it on an item-by-item basis. So I think planning for that now is probably smart. Oh, I'm, like, super close to Lana Ravel. Yeah, let me go save really quick. Buy some more food before the day clicks over in case shit gets super expensive tomorrow. All right, revolver ammo. This stuff is still, like, dirt cheap, especially the stuff that the kids trade for. Let's see. I already have some of those, so I can stack some more of them. Yeah, we want to buy nuts wherever possible, so I could also try to just run up and down the city and try to buy nuts and needles and shit like that. Okay. Yeah, I gotta do this list. So let's start with what I have in my inventory now. Sorry, I just have to do this, or I'm gonna go crazy trying to keep track of all of it. So our items are needles, fingernails, walnuts, just the ones I have, then I'll add new stuff as I find it. Chestnuts. Lockpicks don't really trade with kids. I guess bandages sometimes trade with adults. Bandages. Water bottles. The water bottles work pretty similarly to the way they work in the first one. wonder if the broken ampule, if there's like literally anything I can use it for. It seems like it's just trash. Okay, there's other stuff I can trade too, like broken scissors. But I'll wait for more things to come up, I guess. Blonde kid will do 3 for a chestnut, 2 for a walnut. This kid will do jaundice kid, shotgun ammo. 1 for a needle is probably a bad trade. 2 for needle is also a bad trade. 4 for a chestnut, 5 for walnuts, okay. 4 little blonde girl. 5 little blonde girl. So can't really make change here, sadly, but I can remember that for the future. Bandages are for 4. Redhead adult lady. That seems like a bad trade. And that guy doesn't care about anything that I have. Oh, knock. Tenants trust you for now. That's interesting. They might not? Oh, I went in the wrong house. Because it's nighttime and it's a shop. Okay, I understand. Gotcha. I really appreciate that it has the they'll know pop up. On the one, it's kind of creepy. But on the 2, I think being very forthcoming about whether that makes it a choice, right? If you know for sure whether it's going to have consequences, I think that's better than if it was just random or you had to figure it out and then load your save if it was negative. What is happening over here? Let's eat some of this food. Smoked meat. Looks like it's about 50%, if not better, on hunger. Food healing. Smoked meat. 50%-ish. Okay. Yeah, it's just her. I don't know. It's creepy. I guess I can always just drink a bottle really quick if I need an empty bottle for like blood or something different. Okay. Let's see. Tourniquets. Those stack. I've got room for these now. I've been trading like a madman. I'm trying to decide if I even want to use lockpicks, you know? Alright, so what time is it? Oh, it's almost day 2. Alright. Well, I kind of want to be out at night. Maybe we'll get a chance to be Garbage Can Batman once it's midnight. New pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Okay.
Time flies faster and faster with each passing day. A day is over and night falls. And in that brief night, something will be irretrievably lost.
Trash cans don't seem like they kick over right at midnight. Something else is going on with that. The kids are gone now. Seems like the kids stay out a bit later. Let's see, tourniquet. Free, beanie, brunette, red eyes. Okay. Adults might like always trade things reliably. I think it's the kids who are all over the place. Thought I got aggroed, I guess not. Whoa. That's fucking weird. What's that all about? Oh. I really like that. That's really cool. Yeah, that's the theater. Can't fit through there, so I'm gonna go around this way. A bandit? Oh shit.
Closer.
That makes it really hard to chase dudes. Alright, if this goes terribly, I'll load back into Lara's house, but I need to figure out exactly how this works.
There he is.
You do run slower with a weapon.
Calm down.
That got me reputation, but they'll know if I autopsy him. So I don't want to autopsy him. How much damage did I take? Not that much. Okay. Man, that shit's crazy. Lockpicks for 12. I don't know if I want to break into people's houses or not. It's like a big unknown anytime you try to do it, I feel like. Yeah, I think it's cool too that because they split up reputation, you only gain reputation in the district where you killed the bandit. I have to worry about like durability on this thing, don't I? It's already almost broken. Jesus Christ, that was one guy. I think maybe I can find someone to repair it. Didn't really have to worry about durability in the first game too much, to my recollection. It was almost broken when I found it. Oh, okay, thanks. Is there an NPC who'll repair it? And when it breaks, does it like break, or does it just do less damage until I repair it? All right, now I don't have to turn up the sound every time I come in here.
Please welcome the actor, Artemi
Oh,
Burach.
that's cool.
Let us examine him. The will is present.
I go on the stage.
Emotions? Sure, there are emotions. Intellect? Well, no one expected a miracle. Not from this specimen. He's no true human, but a larva. Just like all the larvae we've seen here lately. Pardon me, I shouldn't have been so rude. You are, after all, the star of the show.
How should I act then?
Here's some advice. Actually, the only advice that matters. Try not to die. Ever. Do you understand? Like, never ever. At all. Or it'll turn bad. Not just for you, but for all of us.
And why is that?
It would wound the world. Irreversibly. And the world, it's not in the best shape as it is. So I'd kindly ask you to do your very best. Work hard. Take care of yourself.
Where are the other two? The bachelor and the girl?
They're waiting for you to exit the scene. They want to learn about their fates as well.
You know the future? What's mine then?
Oh, I can't help but pity you. Look, there will be a happy ending. You'll even believe that you won. No guilty conscience either. So relax, man of fate. Next.
What do you mean?
Next.
That's fucking good. And that was way better than the theater performances in the first one. Theater performances in the first one were extremely abstract, which I'm all about abstract, you know. That's fine. Make me figure it out. That's cool. But it was to the point where it's like you couldn't even really tell what they were trying to say. Even on the third playthrough, when you kind of got what the game's vibe was and like what kind of the message was, it was still... And I think that was still pretty abstract, right? Especially if this was your first time playing Pathologic, you'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Inscrutable. Drop down from here? That would be kind of cool. Flavorful rocks. Okay, I can go down here. Try to take a nap at Olgimski's again. I like what they did with the polyhedron. It actually kind of looks really similar to the first game. I like that you can see it on the horizon. That's a nice touch. God, my hunger is like out of fucking control. I feel like I just took care of my hunger. Wonder if they've made that even more brutal than the original. And just confirming, sprint only interacts with thirst, right? Like, sprinting isn't making me hungrier. Okay. Or more exhausted. Oh, have you played this before, Fuchsia? I don't know that I can buy anything this late. Be crazy expensive anyway. Okay. Shit's not crazy yet. Sell for such a good amount. They sell for more than morphine. Oh, morphine's getting more expensive now. It sold for quite a bit less yesterday, I think. Okay. Stuff of a nuptial candle. Smells of earth. Okay. Take a quick nap at Big Vlad's here. Whoa. Oh, I see. He's the bandit. Gotcha. Oh, there's a pour out button. That's convenient. So he had already been like coaxed into surrendering, it seems like. All the ambient sound in this, it's good. Chasing people is a challenge in this. Goddamn. All right, I don't think that's happening. Yeah, it's a good choice. I should have hit loot, I guess, or stabbed him if I recognized who he was. But I have to learn what the bandits look like in this game. I need to not die of exhaustion, so let me go on that really quick. Now things are restocking. Okay, ooh. All right, hold on. I gotta fix my inventory space here. Did take some damage. Probably always going to be trading damage when I'm fighting guys now. It doesn't seem like I can safely do combat like I could in the first game with like 0 risk. But that is better for the game design, to be honest, because I think being Invincible Batman got in the way of the difficulty of Pathologic 1 pretty substantially. Chisel. Okay, so can I like physically use that to repair my knife? Or is it like a thing that I can trade with a person to repair my knife? Or is there like a whetstone or something where I can repair my knife? Good place to store shit. They need the chisel to do it. Okay, so like if they're repairing clothes, they need a needle, I guess. Bloody lockpick. How am I doing on food right now? Bad once I nap. Oh, you do recover some health from sleeping now? Like my health damage went away.
I won't believe in a killer made of clay.
Need to see my father's body. We're all just people. The right one is the one who killed him. Father's funeral will take place tomorrow at dawn. I'll hardly have a chance to pay respects to him until then. Autopsy, they'll know. Dead item shop is open. Ah. I see, okay. Drink to father's memory and the broken heart. Your precious baby. Who is he? I feel like if I say this, they're gonna try to kill me. Oh, that... Okay, they are not bad guys according to the game. Got it. Good to know. Because I miss out on the guy that I killed outside, but that's the penalty for reloading.
What?
Let's just do 2 hours instead. Try to get more time with bandits if possible. Yeah, no dice this time, but it's such a like small rep increase that it's not a huge deal, it feels like. Thought I heard somebody getting into a fight. I really like this encounter where they're like they have a mistaken identity and you don't want to tell them the truth, even though video games tell you should always tell the truth. Here you literally shouldn't. Doing so would be a bad idea.
Come over here, you.
Do like the loot, they'll know. Okay, so theoretically he will buy my No, dead items does not mean dead items. Okay. Lesson learned. That's fine. Oh, it's not? Looks like I'm standing in it. Autopsy doesn't say they'll know. Merchant. Things that are old, broken, discarded. Dead items. Mag and Bone Man. Aren't you afraid of being out at night? I only work nights. That's cool. So he also takes body parts. Funny. 12. Twyrine. Ring. Is okay for needles, but not amazing. I guess I can use that to, like, round shit up. Trying to decide here. It's kind of a hard call. I need to find out if the organ guy pays substantially more for organs than this guy's offering. Okay, hold on. Good night, sir. See ya. Alright, let me try to make it to the organ guy. I've got a full inventory right now, which I don't like, so try depositing some stuff back at Big Vlad's. So is an in-game day in this still roughly about 2 hours? Obviously the opening extended the first day quite a bit, right? It looks like a guard. Let's see. That there for now. Probably gonna have to eat some of this stuff. Ugh, it still doesn't feel like that's good. I guess the idea is I shouldn't be carrying stuff to trade with kids in the evening because it's not doing me any favors. My god, hunger is much more brutal in this game than it was in the first game. That sucks. Try to go trade organs. Probably too late to autopsy that guy again, although maybe stuff doesn't despawn in this game like it does in the first one. Let me check. Definitely seems like you're more of a ripper in this one. Still take another swing at it here. Art. It's like fucking graveyard keeper now. Bloody bandage is a dead item. Trades for 6. All right, man. I'm not gonna ask you questions. I do like the idea of dead items. That's cool. Can I see my reputation at a glance? I guess only when it changes all over the place it shows up on the screen, but I can't, like, there's like a screen that shows me an overview of my rep everywhere, I guess. Okay, no worries. At least the muggers don't throw a dagger at you in this one. At least when you get hit, it's not like so much of your health like it was in the first one. First one getting hit was like sometimes a ton of your health. Okay, nice. God, I'm out of space again. Reputation is a kind of currency. You can still be garbage can Batman, and isn't that a treat? I'll get some space back once I sell these organs, but I gotta like get on that like now. No one cares about you. Trade a lockpick just to get it out of my inventory. I guess these have different durabilities. Okay. Trading a lockpick for 2 items. Might be able to make the space though. One of those stacks. Lockpicks with guards, I guess. Fewer trash cans in the fancy district. Yeah, I like how it's like lit up. It's really cool. It's like extra creepy. I assume I'm gonna get a letter again with breadcrumbs where it wants me to go, like the first game. I think maybe around 6 a.m., but maybe I shouldn't assume that for sure. Only that traded for 8. The house we're here for. Where's Var? Does sell a new scalpel. Maybe I can fit it because I think I need one. God, that's so expensive though, Jesus. Try to get some savings in here. Oh shit, the charm sells for a lot to merchants. I was under the impression that would literally just be for trading with villagers. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Okay. Wait, is he not here? Or... none of the other... oh, maybe it's in the back. Okay. Do you know him? Hurry not, Barack. Achieve respect, then you'll have your answers. Got it, you spider of a man. Okay. Oh damn, nice. Okay. I need to be chopping people up. Shit, I could have gotten a free scalpel. Crap. Okay. He will give me money though, so I guess I would have gotten this. I'm getting the money that I traded for the scalpel, so it's totally fine. Blood. I'm gonna try to get as much healing as I possibly can from sleeping rather than using healing items, now that I know that that's a thing. I feel like I wasted a bunch today. Africa? Madagascar and everything? Interesting choice. Maybe I can store stuff here. Okay. It would be sick if I could cut some more bodies. I just instinctively went to hit F5. Actually done that a bunch of times today. 70 hours of muscle memory from Pathologic 1. I'd like got into a habit of holding forward because you can never stop and stand still in this game, and like trying to tap it. Making a little claw with my hand. Okay. Maybe I can go get a nap here. It's already past 6. I haven't gotten a quest indicator. So I could do that, but I only found that because I talked to Big Vlad. The funeral's gonna take place specifically in the cemetery, right? And this counts as dawn? I guess sometimes they don't give you map markers, but that's the same as the first game. Kind of all over the place as to whether it gave you markers or not. Oh, shit. Good. Don't take my loot, dog. What the fuck? Alright. Well, I'm happy to help. At least I got some rep out of it. Oh yeah, okay. Stairway to Heaven. That's the best way to get over there. I want to make sure I'm in town so I can see muggers and trash cans and stuff, so I don't want to go the other way. Can't repair anything. These all seem like standard trade values. This guy might repair my shit for me. Okay, so tweezers. Old man. Seems like a good deal. I don't know what he normally would repair. Okay. I could also just not repair it because it seems to be fine. Like maybe it kills them in 3 hits instead of 2 hits, but oh, hell yeah. Really liking the sound design in this one. Again. Got it. He gets the loot. That's okay. Still got some reputation, so. Can't autopsy him. I'm guessing autopsy is based on proximity of living NPCs. So maybe you can like attack an enemy and like draw them into an alley or something. Oh, here we go. That triggered at time, I wonder. 7:30, okay. I do have a marker now. Okay, that's good. Pharmacy. I guess I can stop at Big Vlad's house and save really quick. A little nervous about the items in here getting overridden at some point, but I think we're okay for now. Drink to reveal places and events hidden from naked eyes. Oh, so when I saw that that pink thing earlier near the herb bride, they could have drank Twirine and seen something there. That's cool. I like that they give that a more unique use case instead of it just being yet another thing that increases your immunity, you know? Oh my god, are they serious? Fuck it then, I'm never gonna do it. All these chisels, Jesus. Add these to my list. Chisel, rhinestone. Dark-haired, red-eyed guy, brown-eyed guy. They're both 2. Takes fewer items if it's not completely destroyed. Let's see. And maybe they like tried to set out to make a much more balanced arbitrage economy. I think that's probably healthier for the game So you're not just saying it's always a waste of time to trade for tourniquets, because although tourniquets are less useful and are worth less money, they also are always cheaper to trade with water for instead of just being literally the same price. Our actor. Where go you, friend? What plan is next to follow? What say the townsfolk? They're so alike, aren't they? A backdrop, faceless. They surely know nothing important, right? A hive, a swarm, a flock, no use for names. Whatever one knows, they shall all know in turn. The crowd is a many-headed beast. Like it or not, you are but one such head. I know you better than you know yourself. So I am the only one who knows nothing. This is cool, right? Because it's commenting. I think Pathologic 2 is leaning even more heavily into the, yeah, guys, it's a video game thing. Like, that was just kind of like a nice little dusting on the top of the end of Pathologic 1. And I guess the Changeling route addressed it more frequently in the main story. But I like here, they're like, yeah, you know, all the NPCs, they're like one big hive mind. If you see one blonde kid, you've seen all the blonde kids. Teensies and tots, the town's own young, indeed already know who waits for you today. Speak to one, any child. Cool. Okay, so that looks like a place for Twirine. I did save recently-ish, so if it doesn't work, that's okay. Oh, it's just identifying an herb there to collect. Okay. That's cool that they have the little, like, icon for you to see it in the distance. Of showing his skill. Pharmacy. So you don't know. I know I'm checking my map obsessively, but you really need to, like, pay attention to see specific, like, gaps and fences and that sort of a thing. I need to get more food soon. I think I can go through here. Spring for 2. Care about the rest of that. Yeah, so like this place is walled off, which is annoying. I love that on opposite ends of the town you have these like impossible like fantasy structures. You have like the abattoir on one side and the polyhedron on the other, kind of in opposition to each other. Peanuts, maybe. Not a great deal though. I'm sorry. Live on, pal, for the children. Oh, I can get rep increases for being nice to people. That's interesting. This is a nice change because there was really no reason to talk to people at all in the first game. I'm kin to you? And start talking to people more. Goddamn. I'm gonna see Capella soon. Bye. Okay. So, kid with a little newspaper boy cap. Let's do, he does a lot for peanuts. Paper boy cap. Chestnut. Nope, not the best for chestnuts. Walnuts. Nope, not the best for walnuts. Spring. I haven't written down spring yet. For boy cap is 3. All right, so he's got a delicious egg. Should we take those? We try to take things that stack, to be honest. So that's 11. Peanuts is probably the best thing I can really trade for him. Can't really make the change that I want here without trading something that's kind of inefficient. All right, never mind, kid. The nutshell? Why is it called that? Ah, they're not kidding about talking to kids. Kids nest in this house where strange things happen. See Capella. That's really cool. I feel like that plays into the whole powers that be thing where the children are, they're also like crucial to getting you the plot, I guess, which is cool. Okay, I can actually make the, well, yeah, I don't know about the chestnut though. It's a little blonde girl. Really good on the chestnuts. 2-2. Probably not great for the fishing hooks. I haven't written down fishing hooks yet, so fishing hooks. Kid, long hair. 2. Okay. Morphine. She does 3 for a needle. Should be really curious to see how much of this game was built completely from the ground up and how much of it is like they actually built it from the original game. It's just built on top of it, basically. Thimbles, I feel like kids might be interested in, but they feel like they like sharp stuff better. Step has 1,000 eyes. Nice. Cemetery, you're always welcome here. It's kind of creepy. Hey, it's the changeling.
You've never seen a living human in your life.
You know why the earth won't take him? Be gone, Wraith, you're an illusion. Some people are weavers. Make connections. Others are cutters. They rip things apart. Your father was a cutter. How do you know? You've only been here a few days. Demolish the whole mycelium. No surgeon. I don't work with bones and meat. Yeah, my expertise has to do with more delicate things. Souls, feelings. I feel very vindicated by my body, mind, and spirit theory.
You're good. My little
Yeah,
dove.
Grace looks pretty different now, too.
My dove. Despite it all, you're good.
It's a couple of pitiful creatures. Who are you, kid? Why are you so sad? Do you like her? It's supposed to be pitiful. It's like, nope, I'm singing it right. It's pitiless. Like, the damn fuck. Dead mustn't be burned. Earth doesn't destroy it, preserves. It dissolves them and saves them for future harvests. What option do we have? Good question. Oh, this is creepy. Got Grace now as part of the nerves.
I feel
Aspity.
mothballs rattling inside my heart.
Okay, they're really making Aspity even creepier. She was like pretty creepy in the first game, but not in a way that they could really convey with the graphics. She looks like a zombie. But no, soon enough. That's not soon enough. Blood is Aspity. What the fuck? Okay. I do like all the people in the town staring in the one place. Why is my father still unburied? Who is to take his duty upon himself?
Duty.
It's not that easy. I, his son, accept his duty as my own. The sky is my witness. Done what needed to be done. There was no choice. Cool. Accepted father's duty, whatever it was. What does it entail? I do like that some things aren't bound to happen.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Good question. Thank you. Oh, what you mean to call me? So remember something of your people's ways. Father was a wise man. He wasted not his time on doubting. He acted instead of brooding. That's why his works are great and many. I feel like this game, even more so than the first one, like we already said the first game is kind of about how this is a video game. And it's kind of like breaking down your assumptions about how video games are supposed to work. So having the characters point out that like all these faceless NPCs, I know you think they're faceless NPCs, but they're actually really important. And there's all these scenes where it's like, there's the thing you should pick if you're playing a video game, and there's the thing you should pick if you're role-playing as Artemi Barak, right? And they do a really good job of distinguishing those. The more I'm playing this, the more I'm glad that I played all three routes in the first game before just going straight to this, because I think I would have played through most of this and not gotten it until like 80% of the way through what it was saying. I would have just been like befuddled as to what it was the whole time, you know? Heart tells me. Yeah. Okay. Probably should save soon since saves are limited. I don't think this game has a quick save, resume, suspend option.
I hope the dead mistresses remain dead. We need neither Nina.
Take your father's legacy. Take it, not come into it. I've got all the time in the world. Not really. What do you mean by warm vessel? Seem to recall that idea. Father's bequeath is more than merely material. Now emptiness where he once was. Who is to fill it? Who will heal the sick? Tell truth from lies? Who will plumb the depths? Only a Menku can cut a body. I want to pick any of these. Okay. Holy shit. More inventory space. Thank Christ. All right, so we have the resources to make stuff. More inventory space. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that being a reward they could give me. Man, if they give me that for like quests and stuff, that would make me very happy. To touch this to read it. Okay, so these are my bound, I assume. I think it's the same as the first one. Let me pull up my notes from the first game. Khan, Capella, Murky, Notkin, Sticky, Grace, Taya was what I wrote down before. Yeah. And then an unfamiliar step sigil. Why would you leave me herbs? He used to make herbal medicine. But you're one of the kin. A change for you. Take root on your path. Thank you for this. I like Aspity way better in this game. Like, she was also kind of inscrutable in the first one. I know some of these children already. He's an orphan. Oh, the sigil. Big body or a special body? A body that contains a lot, but I'm not sure. It may just be a sigil. Speak to those who knew your father well. Okay. Protect those people from disease. Got it. That probably should be my last save, but I'll look around for a second, see if I can get to another one. It's a familiar name on father's list. Go check all of them. I guess I can go talk to Grace really quick and then come back here. Probably the way to do it. I love how her house is just like a dirty hovel, basically. I need to sleep soon, aren't I? Yeah, ish. I feel like I've been justified so far for like taking little 1-2 hour power naps. Where are you running to, ma'am? What do you want in exchange? Oh, that's important. Okay, so I've been... There's another way the game is, like, talking about video games, right? Especially in the wake of the first game. Because the first game, it's like, you need to trade you have to make change, right? Never trade more than you're going to get in return. It's very video game brain. And she's telling me, no. If you trade more, you're going to get reputation. And you don't have any way of knowing that if you're coming in from Pathologic 1. So it's very interesting to me. I feel like this game was made to be played as the only Pathologic game you ever play, but it also feels like it's in direct dialogue with the first game, and I think that that's super cool and like builds on the themes of the first game. If I brought her to Lost, people would see me as a better person? Okay. That makes sense, because last time, I think it must have happened when I accidentally overtraded. I'm like, oh, you must get reputation whenever you trade. Like, incorrect. It's not right. Okay. Now, if you're always welcome here at the cemetery, it's creepy. What have you got in your pockets? It's a ring. Did he have enemies? Ask Capella. She's the oldest and the best explainer. Fat Vlad's daughter. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that they're different? Put together a union. Cool. So like, I guess talking to randos in town also like gets you back on the path of something that would be productive even if you didn't follow the main story for whatever reason. Right on. Alright, I'm gonna stop back in Aspidy's house to save here, and then we'll call it. In the future, I'll try to leave time for saving. I thought this game had an auto-saving system, but this is actually kind of worse. Like, in a good way. This is more stressful. Now that it costs you time to save, like to go out of your way and walk into a building. It makes it punishing to reload. I guess they have to let you reload because there are times when you just... I guess, what do they do if you game over? What if a bandit, you know, punches you to death? Do you start the game over 27 hours in? It makes sense the way they did the saving. I'm really enjoying this game so far. This has been a blast, actually. Even though it's stressful, like, I get it. And I'm really glad we played the first one because it definitely talks about the first one a lot so far. So I'm excited to play this more next week.